Okay, I'm doing this like for the 8th time. So, what's up? I'm doing top 5 assassins for ranked Joust. All right, it's honestly going to be a top 10, but I'm just putting I'm not putting numbers on the other ones, and I don't want to order them at all. So, I just don't want to talk about anything too much. Let me know what your top 5 assassins are. Let me know what your favorite assassins to play are. If you have any question about builds or anything, let me know. Okay. Now we can kind of just chill out. Now we can chill out. Now what? Nadja, best assassin in the game. He just is. Protection shred, slow, 1 second stun, an ult that sets up any mage in the entire game. Really good. Best in the game. Nothing you can do about it either. Like, you're more than likely gonna have to blow beads, hoping that he ults you off of the sash. In all honesty, and you can pull a lot of beads just faking your ult. He's really good. He can even solo tank. He does a fuckload of damage, full tank. Does everything you need. This god has everything you need to win, everything you need in the team comp. Should probably just play him. He's really fucking good. In my opinion, he is the best in the game. Yeah. The other best in the game is Set. Now, I mean, I struggle with this because I flip flop Set and Nadja pretty consistently, like between like first and second spot. Just because it Set's raw damage, like you can build him full tank and he still do the same amount of damage no matter what. I think Set's ridiculous. I think he's really fucking good. You learn to use his kit, like with his skewer, spawn a set, and Kingslayer shit. You learn to use his kit, you will run every single game. And that's just a fact. There's not really anything else to say. He's just really good. And he does a fucking lot of damage full tank. Same with Nadja. So those two can be interchanged between the top and the second spot. They can be interchanged. So if you don't like it, then just flip them. Fuck it. So going on to the third spot, Tsukiomi. Yeah, this one was really hard for me too. I was gonna put Fenrir number 3, but I think Suki fits it better. Just because he doesn't get countered as hard. You can chase harder. He has a stun. He has a slow, disarm, movement speed, steal. It's HP and mana and bonus damage off his passive. Really good. Really good at chase down. Really good against playing gods like Thoth. Gods like on her, kinda, I guess. Does he get knocked back? I think he still get knocked back. Yeah, he still get knocked back in his 2, but you can get the disarm off on her, and that'll help a lot. Again, I mean, there's not really much to say about all these gods except they just do what they do. I'm just ranking them, okay? Is there anything else I need to say about him? Oh, if you're playing against Asuki and you hear the startup of his ult and nothing has came out yet, if you just hit Sank or Aegis, like, he won't go to you. That doesn't mean like wait for his entire ult to hit you and then Aegis. Like, pop your Aegis as soon as he starts ulting, then he won't go to you at all. A fun little tip for the Suki boy. Now for the number 4, Fenrir. Fenny. Fenny's really fucking good. He's really good. Except he still has the same problems he did last season and the season before that. You get hard countered by cripples. and that is not a joke. You fucking play against a god like Artio, for example. Like, let's see. Her cripple is 6 seconds. It is 6 seconds long, and the cooldown is 14 seconds with no cooldown. So it'll probably go down to like 8 seconds at 40%. So gods like Artio, gods like Artio, Baka also has a cripple. I don't really know anybody else who has a cripple off the top of my head. A lot of other gods have cripples though. Anybody who has a cripple, holy fuck, my voice just gave out. Anybody who has a cripple, shits on him. You can just argue, we'll just ult the Artio. Well, if you're playing Fenrir and they pick Artio, they're getting triple beads and you're not gonna ever pull her with your ult anyways. And the cripple and root's just gonna stay on the ground, so nothing you really do about that. That's why I put him number 4. He still has the same issues. He's still really fucking strong. Like, if you are playing against somebody who doesn't have anything to stop you, like he would shoot up to number 2 on the board immediately. Like, he is really strong. He is that strong. But the fact that he gets countered so easily by cripples puts him down to number 4. Now this was really hard for me. The number 5. There are a lot of gods that you think that, like, the rest of the assassin category honestly fucking sucks. They fucking suck ass. But the number 5 spot, and I'm not being biased because I play him. I do play him a lot. And I have losses on him because I'm dog shit, but that's irrelevant. I'm not putting him here because I'm biased. I'm putting him here because he's really fucking good. Bakasura. Baka. Now, everybody at the number 5 spot and then honorable mentions, you need like a genuine team comp to play. Like, don't be playing these gods. Like, don't be playing Bakasura if you have no tank. Don't be playing him if you have no wave clear. Like, you need a major wave clear and you need a tank. And not a physical tank. You need a guardian tank. If you have those things, then you're okay. But everybody past Bakasura and down, you need team comps. The reason he's number 5 is because of his ult. A lot of people don't beads Bakasura ult, and I don't know why. If you sit in his ult, you will die. You will literally just fucking die. You need to beads his ult to get away. There's nothing else to say. Like, I've been playing Bakasura in the GMs, Masters, High Diamonds, don't matter. I play him in everybody. Nobody, not even GMs, they hardly beads his ult. You need to beads his ult or you will die. People lose games because they don't beads his ult. And that's really it. Other than that, he really doesn't have too much. He has chase down with his 1 that gives you increased damage. You're not really going to worry about that. Now his 2 is pretty special. His 2 is special. Now that the music's gone, let me focus. His 2 is special because it gives protections and it heals you. So you ult, you use your entire ult. So once your cone basic, the 5 seconds, once your cone basic is gone, you eat one of your minions if there's one still alive, and then you continue to chase because you have so much protections. And that's really it. That's all the god is. You're just playing for team fight potential, and that's really it. That's all you're really playing for with Bakasura. Just team fight. It's just gonna be like that for everybody else too. If you need to play for team fights. They don't play for team fights. Like you can do like 1v1s in the jungle, but if their team comes, you die, and that's just how it's gonna be. And that's my top 5. That is my top 5. I kind of like rambled through it pretty quick. I try not to like stay on one god too long. If you want to know about like a specific, like certain specific god, I guess I can just like let me know and I can play it and kind of just like talk over the gameplay or talk while I play. I don't know, but if you have any problems with like builds or anything, let me know. I'll fucking put a video up about that if you want. But let's get into the honorable mentions. This was hard. So let's get into the first one. Quang. I've seen a lot of fucking people play this god. Seen a lot of people play this god. Let me tell you right now. If I was to rank these gods in a top 10 instead of a top 5, he would be number 10. This god would be number 10. Quang is good with a certain specific team comp, and that's it. This god is only good with a hyper tanky warrior and another super high damage mage. You can only play Quang full damage. There is no other way around it. You can only build him full damage, and he doesn't even do that damage. But nonetheless, if you get ahead and you use your ult properly and you're able to get ults off and you're able to get all of your damage and really just stick to people, you will just completely destroy the entire game. Like, they won't be able to stop you. Like, after a certain point, you will just be able to 1v1 anybody. And that's why I put him in the honorable mention. Just don't build him tanky, build him full damage, and run a certain team comp with them. That's all you gotta do. Now, back to the actual assassin category. Do this one. Arachne. I think Arachne is really good. Especially with, hold on. Yeah. I think she's really good as an honorable mention, honestly. She has Cocoon, which fucking sucks ass, by the way. But she has a lot of chase down and potential. I play her a lot into Cthulhu and Dan's because of her spider webs. Her spider webs, if you don't know, track Dan's through his leaf and also track Cthulhu when he dashes, which is really good. That's about it, honestly. Other than that, like, you need to hit your Cocoon. You need to hit all 3 basics without missing, which fucking sucks, or you're not getting the stun. And that's just like a huge, like, if it was 3 on like any god, so if you hit 2 on one god, 2 on another god, and then you hit the 3rd one like on either one and it's still stunned, then it should be really good. But I wouldn't recommend playing her, but she is really good. I have been playing her here and there, as you see with the 3 and 6. Holy shit. Kali, also a really good one. I don't really know. I'm kind of still on the fence about her. If you're gonna play her, probably just play Bakasura. She might be better than Bakasura with her passive with the physical pen, but it's just so hard to do anything with her because you're so reliant on the heal. It's so hard. It's so hard. I'm sorry. I just woke up. That's why I keep muting. Yeah. There's not really much that she does, but she is still an honorable mention as well. I just like to throw her in there. Humbats. Did you guys know? I've only taken 1 loss on Humbats. 1. And that's because I was solo queuing. Leave me alone. I was solo queuing and my team fucking threw. But if you're gonna play this god, you need to build him somewhat damaged, somewhat tanky. You pretty much always need dominance and you always need hydras. If you're not building those two items, you are gonna never do damage. But nonetheless, you're only playing for team fights. You're only playing for ult, and your ult's 120 seconds. So you're literally waiting 100. You're waiting 2 minutes every single fight. He's still really fucking good, but you just gotta wait for your ult to come back up. If you're not waiting for your ult, then you are just gonna lose the fight, and that's how that's gonna be. That's how that is. And the last honorable mention is Pele. Yeah, not much really to say. She has lifesteal, really high damage basic attacks with her ult. Only problem is she has no mobility, except for her 3. That's really it. She does have a knockup, which is really strong. Her ult's really strong. Passive, really strong. That's really it. That's all she has. She just doesn't do more than anybody else. That's about it. But she's still playable. And that's it. That's it. Wow. It was actually a really long video. I'm sorry. But notice how most, not all, but most of the gods I mentioned here are basic attack gods. They're not ability based. Like Fenrir ability based, Nadja ability based, yeah, sure. Everybody else is pretty much basic attack based. Oh, and Suki's ability based as well. Everybody else pretty much basic attack based because you need it. Like you need to have basic attack pressure. You need to. Ability based gods are just not as strong as auto attack gods. And I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, I think I just broke my fucking keyboard because I did that. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, if you want to know anything, I guess just let me know. I know I didn't have any music playing at the end either, so I'm sorry. I just didn't have anything. I didn't think the video would go that long. Fuck. But I'm gonna leave now because I feel sick. Later.